Guys, hang on a sec. Did you know? I'm checking out the thing on YouTube, and apparently it has a night mode.
Yeah.
What?
What the fuck for all you fucking people who need to fucking go to sleep? and
Oh,
not
you're
watch
talking about the
fucking
black
games
borders.
online?
It's theater mode, man.
It's night mode.
Night mode.
What is it called?
Working on a night mode. Everything goes dark.
YouTube should hire you to make that song.
Watching it in night mode.
All right. Matt, you want to go next?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So my topic is why Kurt Cobain is the ideal model for the youth of today.
No, it's not.
Well, he needs an easy friend.
First, you tell people you don't have a gun, but you secretly do.
He swore, though. He swore he didn't.
He
No,
swore,
he didn't.
but
No, he
it
didn't.
was a lie. And this is why I think he's a perfect model for the American youth. Anyway, so no, my topic is fear. With Halloween coming up, I am starting to get a little tingle to maybe
In the band.
reintroduce or redo my what? Yeah, a little bit in my pants.
Okay.
If I were wearing pants, but I'm not wearing pants. But I'm getting a little tingle to start doing my creepypasta readings again. I've always enjoyed doing that. I've always enjoyed the idea of it. I just hate working on the editing. It's annoying as hell because I'm lazy. But anyway, I'm up against an issue though. I'm reading all these creepypastas and I can't pinpoint one that might creep out people the most. What people find the most terrifying. Because what I find frightening is not what everybody else finds frightening. So I'm trying to get some ideas from you guys on what frightens you the most. Be it in video games, in particular books. I would like to know what frightens you the most in books. Because that's the kind of level that I'm trying to go with this. Since it is a narrative. So, I mean, and for me, when it comes to books, the thing that frightens me the most is when a story is so mundane as far as life goes, like the sun sets, the sun rises, people go to work, and creepy shit's going on, okay, whatever. But then you hear something really strange, like the sun's not rising. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, and the sun's not rising. That shit, that extra-worldly shit, sends chills up my spine every time.
Not whimsy.
Not whimsy. No, whimsy's a close second.
Okay. I'll be perfectly honest with you. When I read books, I don't get scared. Even if I'm reading Stephen King or Clive Barker. I find it interesting, but I never get scared. Books don't scare me. I will say this, though. I'll tell you something in real life that scares me.
All right, good.
Shadows. And I don't mean like, hey, I'm walking down the sidewalk. Ah, there's my shadow. I'm not talking about that.
Oh, Brian's a groundhog.
Yeah.
Groundhog today.
I'm talking about shadows that are far away, or shadows that look like they form something else.
So, you're not a fan of hand puppets?
No, I'm not.
So what about shadow people?
And,
How do you feel about them?
And I'm not a fan.
He's actually referencing a real thing.
Yeah, it stemmed from when I was little. I was sleeping in the couch when we lived in Ohio.
Inside it?
And we had this long hallway. And at the end of the hallway, in the middle of the night, it looked like there was someone at the end of the hallway. And that always stuck with me. Forever and ever and ever. To the point where a couple of years ago, my daughter had a birthday party, and she had balloons and all that. So we came home, she had some balloons.
Were there any clowns?
No, there wasn't any clowns. Fuck clowns. And so we went to bed that night, and there was balloons all over the place. Didn't really pay attention, like whatever. So I wake up in the middle of the night, and there's something bobbing with inside, like in the door frame. Like someone's head was peeking in and then going the other way. Going back, into the hallway. Peeking in. Going back out into the hallway. It was the goddamn balloon and the air conditioner was going.
That was gonna be my guess.
Just I mean, oh my god. I thought.
So,
So yeah.
wouldn't that also entail that if you read a book, and see, I'm not asking about when I read about that stuff, it doesn't scare me.
Mm-hmm.
It sends like a chill up my spine. It makes me think about it, and something that lingers on in the mind. So if you were to read a story about, let's say, the shadow people, don't you think that would stick a little bit more? Like that would be a little bit more unnerving?
I'm sure it would if I had never come across that.
I'll send you a book
Okay.
About shadow people?
about shadow people.
You know what else you can do? You can buy mine.
By shadow people?
Shadow people?
No, there's no shadow people. Well, no, I shouldn't say there's a shadow person. Pill Hill had
shadow people.
The Pill Hill, for anybody who doesn't know, it's a book I wrote. There's a chapter where someone's having a nightmare. That's the only kind of scary thing that goes on in that book. But I wouldn't call it a shadow person.
Right now, somebody's going out there onto your ratings and typing up "No shadow people, bad book, 0 stars."
You. I like shadow people, and this book has none.
This book has no shadow people.
And then it gives me a 1 star and it fucks up my rating overall. Thanks a lot.
So, but yeah, I guess real life is actually more poignant than books or anything else. So, I would love to know that too for you guys. Shadows, that's a great one. I'll look into that a little bit more because I've come across a couple. Steven?
Fucking aliens, man.
See, you and my girlfriend both. You
like
both
the fucking
hate
Greys. Like fuck the Greys, man.
Why?
Like I hate them.
Why the Greys? There's so many scarier aliens out there. Why do the Greys creep you out?
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because they know
Let me
more.
take you back on a trip back in time.
Oh my god.
Yay!
There used to be this show called Sightings. You guys ever heard of it, or is that just a
Yes.
Canadian thing?
Yep.
Okay, good. So I used to watch that show like every fucking day, and then there'd be the ones about alien abduction, and they have the recreations, like fucking almost like Unsolved Mysteries with Robert
Yeah.
Stack.
Those are horrible.
Unsolved Mysteries. So you'd have the recreations with the rubber suit man and all that, and he's got he's got the fucking big black almond eyes and the white face and this stupid little pinprick nose. Fuck you. And there's this one particular thing that just fucking just stuck with me for all these fucking years. Like I'm gonna look up when Sightings was on while I do this, and there's one particular thing where a gray is peeking through the fucking window, and it fucking just like waltzes in and it just abducts this woman. And honest to fucking God, I cannot sleep straight for years after that.
Straight?
Like straight. I slept gay. For years. Sleeping gay. Da, 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 sleeping gay.
You sleep very homosexual, Steven. What's up with that?
There's something going on with you, man. You haven't been sleeping homosexual for a while now. 1992, this show started. So, at my grandparents, it was fine in the city because nothing could touch me in the city, but my grandparents' house, it was out in the country. And when it was dark, there was like no light, there's no city lights, there's no nothing. It was just blackness and fucking coyotes and wolves everywhere. So, this thing in Sightings also took place during in the country where nobody can help you if aliens come inside your door. So I slept on the second story, and for some reason I thought that an alien would be able to peek in the window. So I used to like sleep with my sheets over my eyes in some sort of a twisted like thing because I figured if I couldn't see them, maybe they couldn't see me. And to this day, every time I look at a fucking gray, I'm like, ooh, no, get away from me. And I would just like absolutely lose it if I saw a gray in person. Lose it.
Well, I know what I'm doing as a prank if we ever get together.
Exactly.
Just sneak into your hotel room and just stand over you while you sleep.
Oh, God, I would kill you. I would stab you to death right there with whatever I can find.
Here, take some complimentary towels.
Plus, I'm also like an avid sufferer, yes, of night terrors. So apparently the most mundane shit scares me when I'm half asleep. Like I will wake up, I'll just like half asleep. Like I'm not sure if you two are familiar with night terrors and how, like, if you've ever had one.
There's a
Not just you Canadians.
there's a really good
No.
documentary about that was on Netflix at one point.
I should look into that.
Yeah, then you can
Like-
sleep all the better.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
actually pretty scary. I was like, oh shit, I'm glad I don't have to have this problem.
It used to happen a lot in my old house, but I feel that there was like a lot of like, what's the word? Like negative energy. I'm not sure if you guys are into that sort of thing, but there's a lot of negative energy in that house. And I used to have night terrors pretty much every night. And it would be the strangest thing because I'd be like, maybe half asleep, maybe sleep paralyzed. And one thing that would come to mind is looking at my wall right now, my Vash the Stampede poster. Like, I'm not sure what I would feel like it is, but I felt like something was coming out of it and I could not move. I was just fucking like, oh fuck, no, fuck. And then eventually I would just kind of snap out of it and be like, that's a poster on my wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing. Okay. And not even every night, I was maybe, exaggerating a bit, but different things
It took me out.
would be different things
Right.
than they were. Like, I was convinced one time that there was a rat, like some sort of a shadow rat in my bed with me, and I just couldn't for the life move. And, yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And shadow people factor into that as well.
Yeah,
So,
you need to find that documentary and watch it. I think it's actually called The Nightmare.
I'm interested. I'm
Yeah, it should be. It's
deeply
it
deeply
freaked
moved.
me out.
And then, when my wife moved in, I would wake up and I'd just feel like, just screaming madly, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh shit, what the fuck? And she would be like, oh, just sleeping peacefully. All of a sudden, I'd be fucking screaming my head off. And she's like, what's going on? What's it? I was like, it's a thing, it's right, and I'm not making
And then you
sense.
punch her in the face.
I punch her in the face.
And
I
then she's
stab
like,
her
what
for
did I
being
get
a prey.
myself into?
And
No, officer.
And
There's just
she'd be
night
like-
terrors.
she'd be like, there's nothing there. And she'd be like, she'd be like borderline terrified, just like the residual feelings of waking up just to me screaming. And she's just like, what the hell, man? Like, she's like all like freaked out and stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess there isn't anything. Well, good night. And then come to sleep and she's like sitting there like shivering because she's like, oh God, that was terrifying. What the hell happened? I was like, good night.
Well, get used to it, baby.
Yeah. So my night terrors, they're awful when they're happening. But as soon as I snap out of it, I'm like, yeah, that makes no sense. Move on. So what terrifies me is apparently fucking everything
Nice.
when I'm
Well,
tired anyways.
This is the reason why I asked you guys, and I would love to share real quick with you my great story that kind of gets me to still this day. I lived in the middle of the woods, and it was actually on an old
Burial ground.
what is it? No,
Oh.
not that creepy. Civil War trail, and so it was like there's nothing going on out there, and we had these huge, like 9-foot tall windows. 9 foot tall by 6 feet, and there are 3 of them back to back.
All
and
the
they're
better for Grace
focusing-
watch you through.
Right, and they're focusing right through the windows. And I remember watching one of those like alien documentaries where they were doing the recreation. And I looked out the window, and it was pitch black dark outside, and the light within the house only showed through like maybe 2 feet outside because it was just that dark. And I could picture so vividly in my mind a little gray. I don't know why he was like kind of a tan color, but a little gray running, just go right up to the window. Just
And he would do that.
Yeah, slapping his hands on there. And I was like, oh God, this could happen. I'm scared. But, see, this is why I'm asking you guys, because as an adult, what frightens me is the stupidest thing on the face of the earth. And there probably are no horror stories based on it, and probably no creepypastas. The one creepypasta that was kind of loosely on it, I already did. And that's writing letters. Writing the address in particular on letters.
That scares you.
Yeah, every time I start to try to do it, my hands start shaking and I get into a cold sweat and I
Is it
stop.
because you're just afraid you won't be even on the line?
Nope, it is because
Yo, man, you should see the fucking thing.
Yeah, I
sent
know.
Brian. Holy shit.
Oh, if
I
that's the
can't
case,
write
I need
for
to show you a
fucking
picture
shit,
of this
man.
shit.
I cannot
Hey,
write
if you-
for shit. You can see that.
If you do, it might make me feel better. No, it is completely the fact that I'm so terrified that my handwriting is not going to be legible, and it's going to go to the wrong place and the wrong person, and then I hype it up in my head and make it worse. And so that what means that if I write it down wrong, I wasted all this time and all this concern and putting it into the wrong place. And yeah,
Ryan,
it's
I encourage you to show him my writing.
Oh,
I
I'm already
encourage
on.
you.
I'm on the phone
Just
right now. Just watch yourself.
Just him only. Just him though. Don't be fucking like shoving our addresses out there. Just so you can put your fears to bed and say that, and then know that there's somebody out there who doesn't hesitate, and there's like, fuck it.
Actually, it's gone on my entire life. It's not something that would probably go away too easy. No,
it'll go away. Trust me.
I've never sent a letter.
This will cure you.
Maybe, but the things that frighten me in life, I've grown to lose that childhood interest in fantasizing the fun stuff like that, like Grays, and rationalize everything on Earth. So that takes away a lot of that fun. I heard a ding.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Your handwriting's still better than mine.
Oh my god.
How would you know?
Because I'm looking at your handwriting right this second, and I know.
You've never finished one.
Well, no, you should see. I'm telling you, my hand starts to shake. So, by the way, you don't need to put USA on there.
There's only fucking do here. You gotta put Canada on everything here. How are they supposed to know what city, what country it goes to?
Because it says Indiana.
How would they know?
It could be India.
Indiana.
But how would they know? You can put Ontario, but how would they know it's for Canada?
That's what the zip code's for.
But how would they know if the zip code's supposed to be for USA?
Steven, it's okay. Don't listen to Matt.
I wonder if I put too many stamps on. I made sure to use a Canadian band stamp.
Dude, you put like 20 stamps on this thing.
You know what? Okay, you gotta here, man. You gotta. And I did made sure that it was. I made sure it was a Canadian band.
Right. Scratch and sniff those. Do they smell like maple syrup?
Hold on.
No, it'll smell like fucking cocaine.
I didn't even bother. Hold on.
Why did you bother?
Nope.
I bet you they do.
They don't.
Aw, damn it.
It smells like cocaine because of the Guess Who.
Ah. So yeah, fear of things I've always been interested in. I've always tried to just get my childhood interest back into it. There are some movies that can terrify me pretty good after the fact. Like if I let my mind wander on it, but nothing right when I'm watching it, nothing right when I'm playing it, nothing right when I'm reading it. But I want to have that childhood love for it like I did when I was a little kid. I read Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh fuck! I love those books.
I've actually got it right.
I've got it. I'm sorry.
I've got it in arm's reach, and
you know
I'm picking it up right now.
Reading that shit terrified me.
Okay. I have the Scary Stories trilogy right here. It has Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Illustrations.
Yep, all the original illustrations. Yes! And that's what's terrifying.
Yes, that's it. Those fucking illustrations by Stephen Gamble, man. Oh man.
He's speaking of, I'm not going to promote it too much because I don't know much about it. But there is a new group that looks like it has the same kind of animations. Illustrations. It's a book going to be sold, I think, October 28th. I'll look more into it. I think it's called like Horror Soup or something. But I'm following it and I need to get down to reading it at some point. See if it's worth the money. But anything else you guys are afraid of in real life? Especially since Halloween's right around the corner?
But...
Killer clowns.
Telephones.
They made their way here, by the way.
Do you not own a pen? Steve?
No.
Do you not own a pen?
No.
Do all you own is Sharp?
Are we still on this?
I sent him the inside just for the hell of it.
I wrote it in a Sharpie for a good reason.
It's a red Sharpie.
I know it's a fucking red Sharpie. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh my god.
It's the most unprofessional Sharpie.
There's a method to my madness. Jesus fucking Christ.
Is it because of your red leaf?
Yes.
Oh my god. I mean, your handwriting's really not that bad. It just looks like an 8-year-old's.
Yeah, pretty well. That sounds.
But I mean,
right.
You have all the letters in the right direction. It'd be cute if you had them facing in the wrong direction.
I should have. but then it would be slightly less sexy.
Yeah.
See, God did not bless me with the ability to write. He gave me the ability to speak and a massive penis.
Which one?
I mean, the ability to speak.
Ah.
All right.
But yeah. Oh, there it is. Nightmare Soup is what it's called.
Nightmare Soup.
I will send this to you guys. You guys will probably be interested in if that kind of stuff. Maybe I don't know.
You know, also terrifies me. People making fun of my writing
Who would do such a horrible
live on the internet? Yeah, what kind of evil, sick, sadistic
scum? Only sharks
Asshole.
with freaking lasers would do that.
All right. Good
No,
topic.
seriously, I know it's terrible. I'm well aware.
All right, moving on. What's going on, everybody? Brian here with the Nerd Theory channel and MPG podcast. If you like what you saw, please support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/nerdtheory.